In this video, I'll be working through the question you see on the screen here from 2025 Leaving Cert Ordinary Level Paper 1. I'm going to try and show you how to do the question, not just the solution. So pause and rewatch certain parts of the video if you need to. If you're looking for a different question from this paper or a different paper entirely, have a look at the description below. You should be able to find a playlist there or search around on my channel. Okay, let's get into the maths. Question 3, part A, starts us off with two different offers in a shop for protein bars, and they basically ask us which is the better offer per bar. So this one you get 3 bars for the price of 2, where that price of a single bar was $3.30. So $3.30 for 1 bar. So really this offer could be rewrote as 3 for $6.60. That's how much that'd be, and this is 12 for $29.99. Which is cheaper? I would often say just find out how much 1 bar is in each offer. So divide this by 3, find how much that is, and divide this by 12. That's a perfectly okay way to do it. That would also find out how much 1 bar is, but they didn't ask how much 1 bar, so you don't have to do that. Really, you just want to get these to be the same, and this is a helpful hint for real life. I'm really cheap. When I'm in a shop, I'm always multiplying these numbers in my head to go, oh, which deal's better? So the best way is just to find them, get them both to an equal number. So if you divide this one by 4, you'll get that to 3, and you'll find out how much 3 costs this way. Or if you multiply this one by 4, you'll get this to 12 and find how much it is. That's what I'll do. I'll multiply this one by 4. It's often easier to multiply than divide in your head. So if we multiply the left by 4, we get 12. Multiply the right by 4, we get, let's check my notes here, 26.40. So you get 12 bars for 26.40, or you'd get 12 bars for €30. The better offer by a long way is offer A, because especially if you only want 3 bars or 6 or 9. This would rarely happen in real life. In real life, the more you buy, the cheaper it often gets. But there is often a little mistake like this. And in a maths exam, you can't assume anything. You better do the maths out and check. If you are finding my videos useful and would like to help the channel out, on top of liking and subscribing, probably the best thing you could do is to tell other people doing the exam about my channel. Maybe you could share this video in a class WhatsApp group. Then if you feel I've really deserved it and you would like to buy me a coffee, you could become a member on YouTube or on Patreon. You should find links to that in the description below. In part B, we have an inequality question. This should be the same as the examples you've done in your book many times over. I would hope you've done questions like this 50 or 100 times at this point. What am I going to do? I'm going to move all the x's to one side, all the real numbers to the other side. So let's see, get everyone on the left, although in this case it might be easier to get everyone on the right, all the x's that is, but I'll just do it the way I would have done it before realising. I'm going to move all the x's to the left. So that's 2x stays there, this 6x becomes a minus 6x. We'll leave the inequality here. The minus 8 will stay where it is, it's not 8, it's minus 8. And this 4, that plus 4 becomes a minus 4 when it comes over. Okay, clean this up. 2x minus 6x is minus 4x. Bigger than or equal to minus 8 minus another 4 is minus 12. Okay, at this point, if it was an equals here, what I would do is I would divide both sides by the number in front of the x. So I would get x divided by minus 4 becomes just x, and minus 12 divided by minus 4. Then I would have x, and minus 12 divided by minus 4 is 3. Problem is here, and it's you would lose a few marks for, when we divide by or multiply by a minus number, multiply and divide are very similar. When we divide or multiply by a minus number, we got to change this symbol. We got to change the direction of it. Instead of greater than, it's less than. Instead of greater than, it's less than. That's the final answer. X is less than or equal to 3. If we had have gone the different direction at the start, moved the 2 over this side, we would have got a 4x, plus 4x. So we would never have divided by a minus, but the x would have been on the less than side. It'd be on the pointy side. just like it is here. So we would have got the same answer but we wouldn't have had to change direction. We would have just ended up with we would have ended with 3 is bigger than x. That's the same. It's identical. Right, in C part 1, this is an interesting one because everyone's answer is going to be different. They ask you to make up some answers for this, just once they are possible answers. Make up any answer for K and T once this works out. I will make up 2 different answers and do the question twice, the next part as well, just to hopefully help a lot of you out. A hint though, if they ever ask you to make up a number, I would suggest using 0 or 1. Now you can't use 0 in this case. 0 multiplied by something else is 0. So 0 won't work here. But 1 does, so I would just say K is equal to 1. If K is 1, what's T? What multiplied by 1 makes 12? T must be 12. Of course you can make up lots of other numbers, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, and I'll go ahead and use 3 and 4 as well, just in case. I'd say a lot of students might have used this. Either of these is correct answer for part 1. For part 2, they give us this equation here and they tell us to use the answers we had from part 1 to figure out what B is. Now the hint, a spoiler I'm going to give you is you should all get different answers for B if you use different numbers at the start. Although they will be mostly similar. There's only a few options. So I'm going to use my first answer here. K is 1 and T is 12. So the secret here is to, well, first of all, let's put it in. K is 1 and T as 12. What they want you to do is they want you to multiply this out so it looks like this side. And then we can just read what B is. So let's multiply this out. We get x by x is x squared. X by 12 is 12x. 1 by x is x. And 1 by 12 is 12. We clean this up. The x squares, there's only one of them. 12x plus x is 13x. And 12 is on its own. Everyone, you'll get 12 no matter what numbers you use here. And you'll get x squared. This number will change. And in this case, my answer would be B is 13. Let me just do that one more time with a different number. And you could do it with your own number, hopefully. X plus 3 could have been one I used. And x plus 4. Once again, multiply this out. I'd get an x squared. I'd get a 12. But in the middle, I would get 3x plus 4x. Hopefully we're teaching you a bit about factorization at the same time in this question. So in the middle here, we'd actually get a 7x. B would be 7 if I use these numbers. And whatever numbers you used, if you add them together, that's what B would be. 1 plus 12 is 13. 3 plus 4 is 7. You could have used minus 1 and minus 12, and the middle number would be minus 13. You could have used, let's see, minus 2 and minus 6, middle number would have been minus 8, and lots of different combinations there. And that's it for question 3. If you have any questions about anything I did there, or if you've seen any mistakes I made, or you just want to say hello, can you do it in the comments below? Do me a favour though, if it is about this question, put a timestamp in just to help me know what you're talking about. Often I'm asked questions years after I've done this question, and it's really difficult for me to know what you're talking about unless you tell me a time in the video and explain your question a lot. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a great day.